Season 2 is more like an S+ tier. I would like to...
God damn it. Aniki, come on, you're failing me, bro.
I wanted to comment quickly about the controversy, because here's the
controversy. The controversy. Garnt's Isekai anime. Wait, what? Every Isekai anime in 2021? Wait, I thought this was like overall. What you mean 2021? Bakana, nigga, what is this? I'm not gonna be able to input on this. Why am I recording this?
Am I still salty about the Anime Awards? Yes. Okay? It is not in the same tier. It is not in the same tier. That is the one anime award I'm giving out this year in the Gigguk Anime Awards. Slime Season 2 wins the award for being worse than MUSHOKU Tensei.
Make a slime over Rudy any day. You know what I'm saying? Every Isekai and fantasy anime in 2021.
What we are going to be doing now is
I see.
We are going to be going through every Isekai and fantasy show that aired in 2021, and we are going to be ranking them. Why?
So it's all 2021 anime. I'm not gonna have a heavy input on a lot of these. I feel like this video is just gonna be really irrelevant. I feel like.
Am I doing this? Because I watched a fuck ton of Isekai and a fuck ton of fantasy in 2021, as I always do. I always watch a fuck ton of Isekai and a fuck ton of fantasy. So to explain, I haven't watched...
Hey, Aniki is just a Isekai slut at this point, bro. He just slutted out to all the Isekai out this bitch. Huh. Out of this list. Huh. Maybe I watched more than I thought.
Some of these shows I've watched 4 episodes of.
Started watching Dress Up Darling because of your reaction, and has been making my day better. Yo, love to hear that, man. Love to hear that. Always up for putting people on to greatness. I'm glad to hear that, you know.
Episode of some of these shows I've watched 1 episode of and then gone on to read the manga. I'm saying this right now, I haven't watched every Isekai I'm about to judge, but if I can't make an educated judgment about a lot of them, then they will go in the no opinion tier.
So like a lot of these I watched a few episodes, like, you know what I'm saying, a few episodes, and just haven't continued. So take opinion grain of salt, but I'm like, honestly, I'm not even gonna pick them up either. Like, I'm just gonna assume at this I'm gonna assume, and my assumptions are 100% correct and factual. Digimon, I said, yeah, Digimon mid, no cap.
So the next one is Drugstore in Another World.
What?
Here's the thing about Isekai.
What? Well, I'm not surprised at the name. I just gotta stop at this point.
I feel like Isekai gets a bad rep for all Isekai basically being the same, where I feel like
there's differences, but like a good like 70-75% is like very, very heavily similar.
Well, you're the type of person who plays an MMO and then joins the Alchemy Guild. I'm not that person. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that.
I'll be honest, I thought it was pretty fucking boring. Putting this one into C tier. What the fuck is this one?
Oh, we've seen that one. We've seen Full Dive. We've seen a few episodes. It was actually pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how it held up because I dropped it a little bit, but like we did check this out, and it was pretty dope from the beginning a little bit. You know, it was very entertaining.
Okay, it's Full Dive.
I'm throwing it in like.
Fuck, I remember this one. All right, we're adding a tier right now.
Oh shit.
Full Dive.
Oh fuck. Yo, Aniki, I'll go after you. I'll go off your opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you say it's ass, then that shit ass. You know what I'm saying?
Full Dive was pretty much the most generic Isekai.
I wouldn't do that. What? Maybe it did go a generic route. I didn't watch enough to get there, but like from the beginning, it didn't. If I remember correctly, it didn't really seem that much, bro. I throw that shit in like C, I guess.
I watched 2 episodes of this.
Oh, he watched 2 episodes? What the fuck?
Then I immediately fucking clicked off. Now we get to shows I have a bit more to say about. This one is How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
Shit ass. If you put it over Full Dive, bro, at this point, I don't know. Maybe you just you do that for reasons. Aniki, you do that for reasons, huh? You freaky fuck.
I think Demon Lord is kind of like the High School DxD.
It is. It is. It is.
For like a very specific reason.
Yes.
If you go into High School DxD thinking that it is going to be like a fantastic series where...
That's what y'all niggas lied to me about. High School DxD is actually really good. The plot is really good. Characters, no, it's not, nigga. Y'all just like titties, okay? Like, what the
has a
fuck?
compelling narrative and all that kind of shit, then you're gonna have a bad time. But if you're watching High School DxD for the titty, you are going to be having a good time. Having said that, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Season 2, one thing I can say about it is at least it doesn't try to pretend to be anything else. And like when it gives you fan service, when it gives you that overpoweredness, it goes
Urban
full
Animal when.
Oh, fuck right off. You can fuck right off. Yo, yeah, I appreciate the dollar, dog. Appreciate the love.
Deep, but I do think that season 2 was weaker than season 1. At least season 1, at least
Season 2 definitely was ass.
Tried to have a semblance of a plot. It went from having some cool fights and great fan service to just having great fan service. I think it's better than Drugstore though. You know what? I'm gonna give it a B because
What? Titties! On a geese cause that nigga, like what the fuck?
Cameo. That pushes it up from a high C to a low B, okay? What is this one? LBX Girls? What the fuck is this one? I did not
watch How to Not Summon a Demon Lord. Yeah, I watched season 1. And like the first episode of season 2 or some shit. Like when I started season 2, I'm like, damn, why the fuck did I even watch this series? Like how the fuck did I even get through it?
I think I might have just thought this was Symphogear. And then I was just like, another season of Symphogear. This just looks like Isekai Symphogear. This one goes into no opinion tier. Log Horizon Season 3.
I forgot that they even dropped that. I haven't heard anything of Log Horizon Season 3. I forgot all of. Nobody said anything about it, but all I know is Log Horizon is like heavily loved though. Like a lot of people like it, and that's so crazy. I forgot all about it. I thought it was just gonna be normal Log Horizon, but then I forgot this is 2021. Fuck Log Horizon, nigga. I got this episode 7 and dropped that shit, bro. I don't know how, but a lot of people like it that much. Bro, fuck Log Horizon.
I was pretty fucking damn hyped for season 3. The first season of Log Horizon was one of my favorite isekais of all time.
Yeah, see, like a lot of people like the first. Bro, fuck Log Horizon. I didn't even know I had a second season, to be honest. I didn't know it was that long, bro. Fuck that series.
I think it had some really, really unique ideas. I thought season 2 was a slight step down, and season 3 was around the same level as season 2 for me. I'm really hoping that one day it actually reaches the same level as season 1 again. So for me, season 3 is
there like
high
B
tier. Season 1 was like high A, low S. Next, we
damn. I mean, if you're going by Isekai, I guess you gotta like a slight curve, I guess, to your rating, because How to Not Summon a Demon Lord is not gonna be that. I swear to God, Log Horizon ain't touching there either.
AQ Black Company. I actually like this one. This is actually a pretty funny anime. It's Peasant Uprising, the anime. I think my only real problem with it is that
what's going on?
Anime production did seem a little bit cheap. But what I will say is that it was a pretty funny show. It was a pretty unique concept for an isekai as well. Wasn't any power fantasy here. This was more of a very clever satire of Japanese corporate lifestyle and then putting that in an isekai world. And I thought that was a really clever twist on it. I think that this deserves a good A tier. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. It's a solid A tier for me. Next, we have Mushoku.
He's throwing it an S. I already know he's throwing it an S. Me personally, I love Mushoku Tensei. Fuck Rudy. You already know how I feel. So like that joint going like A. Going like A. That's the highest it's going. Fuck off.
Where's this
Fuck off.
Obviously it's gonna go in the F tier.
Yes. Wait, what did you say before that?
A good A tier. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. It's a solid A tier for me. Next, we have Mushoku Tensei. Where's this gonna go? Obviously, it's gonna go in the F tier. Guys, okay, come on. You know. Do I really need to explain myself? Do I really
the second curve was better.
I don't know if season 1 deserves to go in A tier.
Or season 1, where you want to call it.
Just because season 2 was absolutely fucking insane. Season 1 was a bit too slow. It focused more on like world building and characters, where season 2 is where all the shit starts coming down. Season 2 is more like an S+ tier. I would like to.
God damn it, Aniki, come on, you're failing me, bro. I mean, like I accept it. You know, maybe I got to at this point. You know, like. Jesus.
Judge both seasons as one season, right? I basically see them as the same show. If you want my full opinion on why I think it's a great show, just watch literally any other time I've talked about Mushoku Tensei, okay? I don't need to say more about it. What I will say, however, I wanted to comment quickly about the controversy, because here's the
The controversy. The controversy.
Think about me, Shake.
You're missing the point of Rudy. No, I'm not. Nobody is, bro. Literally nobody is. Stop it. Stop it now.
Tensei, which is like every time I mention Mushoku Tensei and it gets posted on like a public forum, the fucking comment section is
what?
So fucking toxic, it actually makes me lose brain cells. 'Cause here's the thing. Here's like my full opinion. Okay, Rudy, I think he does some fucking fucked up shit. The stuff he does and tries to do with
yeah, shit on Rudy right now. Shit on him. He's trash.
underage girls, I think that's bad. Of course, that side is fucking weird.
Wait, how old?
Okay, Rudy, I think he does some fucking fucked up shit. The stuff he does and tries to do with underage girls.
Okay, underage. Okay, I thought he said teenage. I was about to say Brody. No, them niggas ain't even in the teens yet, bro. Like, yo, Brody, you
I think that's bad. Of course, that side is fucking weird. And if someone gets put off by that and they don't want to watch the show,
exactly.
Like, cool, understand.
Exactly. But everything else is cool.
An issue with is people saying that if you like Mushoku,
Rudy is supposed to be bad. Okay, so why are you saying I understand? I don't have a good. I'm missing the point of Rudy. Wait, what? Why are you saying I'm missing the I'm not understanding Rudy? If I were calling him, yeah, it's gonna happen again. Nigga, it's about to happen again. I'm all for it.
Tensei,
Always.
Then you support all of these actions that Rudy does. They're basically calling you, well, if you like Mushoku Tensei,
no, I never said that.
You support grooming and pedophilia. I don't think it glorifies it. Because to me, I was creeped out by it. I think that if it really glorified it, then Rudy wouldn't become slightly less horny as the series goes on. At the beginning, he's horny as fuck.
That nigga is sick,
as the series goes on, he tries to not see women as fucking objects. You know, he tries to give them respect as people do. Do the anime scenes show a lot of uncomfortable things? Yes. I think that part shows Rudy's perspective because at the end of the day, he is the main character. It makes me
Aniki, I fuck with how you actually brought it up and started talking about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, because your conversation, I mean, your chat probably was going crazy. So like, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Dubs.
Brain cells,
still in the cookout.
People try to project onto me the fact that if I like this, then I support X, Y, and Z. Whereas I think it's a fictional world. It's a fictional story. Yes, there are aspects that you don't necessarily support, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy the story for what it's trying to portray. It blows my mind because you think about other shows, right? You like Bakugo? Well, that just means you support bullying. Fucking Vegeta tried to blow up a whole fucking
genocide. I'm for it. I support Aaron. You know what I'm saying?
Planet, and people fucking love him. Why do they love him? Because he had a redemption arc. Did we just fucking forget that Vegeta literally tried to blow up the fucking Earth, and people were just like,
"Hey, yo, Fader, we can get Flex out here for like 20 minutes, bro, for the rest of this video."
The Earth, but at least he's a good dad. At least
not gonna hear that shit.
You know, like why are people not trying to fucking cancel Goku for teaming up with Frieza? Frieza is literally fucking Space Hitler. Where are the people trying to cancel him? Like, what about Attack on Titan? These people are literally committing war crimes. If you think that Eren is a good character, then do you support child murdering? But
and before, you know what? I'm about to drop a video. This is gonna be a video now. This is gonna be a video. Before niggas hit me with the, if you know what? Actually, I'm not even gonna say that. That's gonna be crazy. I ain't gonna say that.
When it comes to this guy's horny, well, you support all the fucked up things that this guy.
I'm saying that if you think he's doing nothing wrong, if you think what he's doing is okay, if you're trying to defend his actions, then you're crazy, nigga. You're crazy.
I think he does. That is where I draw the line. That is where I'm
That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what? If you don't want to like Mushoku Tensei for the uncomfortable things that the main character does, that's understandable. If you want to project your own agenda upon anyone who does enjoy this show, that is bullshit. I just like Mushoku Tensei because it's a good story. I think anyone who has a healthy degree of separation between real life and fantasy can distinguish that. And that is just my take. That is last I'm going to talk about the Mushoku Tensei controversy.
You know what
if you don't like Mushoku Tensei for those reasons, like I said, understandable. Have a nice day. I'm not going to judge you, but all I ask.
Hey, the thumbnail about to go crazy in my mind, bro. Thumbnail about to go crazy. Hey, they go stupid.
Is that you don't judge me or you don't judge anyone for enjoying the show. Okay. and that's it. Villainess Season 2. I actually really fucking enjoyed Villainess Season 1. So Season 1 was an easy A tier. I remember when Season 2 was announced, I
seen the thumbnail for that.
Why do we need a Season 2?
You know,
I felt like Season 1 tied up all of the major plot points.
Hold up, is this a series you guys told me to watch? I feel like I seen a clip of this. Maybe I'm tripping.
Needed to tie up.
Maybe it was a different series.
Very different isekai from your usual isekai formula. I mean, for one, it has a female protagonist, but for two, it had a female protagonist that was trying to like stop her own death because she got transported into a game that she had played and she was the bad guy. And I thought that was a really interesting plot point. Season 2, I feel like it resolved its plot point. And
all I'm saying,
Season 2 felt more like a fantasy slice of life.
Aniki, I'm seeing Season 2 Part 2 right there. All I'm saying, Aniki, if you fail me right now, all I'm saying.
That had me coming back. Season 2 was still enjoyable, but I definitely didn't enjoy it for the same reasons as I enjoyed Season 1. I didn't have that much of a hook. It's way more of just a typical.
Did you just ask for a Gigguk emote? Is that what you're saying? Like, why would you at me talking about some what? Bro, get the fuck on my face. I don't even have a goddamn Woji emote yet.
I'm going to put this at B tier. ReZero Season 2. So
what?
I am surprised that more people have not been talking about ReZero Season 2. I thought Season 2 was great. I don't know if
what I'm saying. You know why? Those titties ain't flying around, nigga. That's why they
I enjoyed it more than Season 1. I enjoyed it for different reasons.
Wait, what do you say?
I am surprised that more people have not been talking about ReZero Season 2. I thought Season 2 was great. I don't know if I enjoyed it more than Season 1.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, Aniki. Do not be one of those people that's saying Season 1 is better than Season 2. That's ridiculous.
Different reasons. Season 2, to me,
ReZero 7 out of 10 overall. ReZero is leagues above Mushoku Tensei.
He felt like
I know you're a Mushoku Tensei fan. I know that.
Attack on Titan Season 2 all over again. And let me just explain that, okay? Attack on Titan Season 1, for me, was just this really fast roller coaster ride where you had a lot of things happening, a lot of shocking moments, but at the end of Season 1, I kind of just was left there feeling a little empty. I didn't know where the story was going. And to me, that was ReZero Season 1. ReZero Season 2, it put way more of a focus on the characters and the world building, which isn't bad, but it just felt like there was less going on overall than Season 1. Whether that's better or worse,
there was a lot going on though. Like a lot going on though. Like a lot though, like
it's up for debate, but I feel like it sets the stage perfectly for future seasons, which is why I really fucking hope it gets more seasons. There was one thing that Season 2 did that completely surprised me. It made me like Amelia. I've shit on Amelia so fucking much, but it actually made her a character, and not just some cheap waifu bait like she was in Season 1. It blew my mind when I'm just like, damn,
it was a sweep Rem over Amelia in Season 1. It was a clean sweep.
I've turned into everything that I fucking despised beforehand. I think I have actually turned into an Amelia sim. I think the character development in Season 2 is fucking fantastic. I think Subaru's development in Season 2 was fucking fantastic. I would put this at the same level as Mushoku Tensei Season 1. It's like a low S tier for me. Next one, really.
You fuck. It's way better than Mushoku Tensei.
Hero. I really fucking like Realist Hero because I remember watching this and I'm just like, oh, it's kingdom building. It's
just check out Executioner and Her Way of Life from the spring anime.
I think it's different.
We've seen like the trailer for that
from Slime.
If I remember correctly, it did not look that interesting.
Actually has powers,
but you know, I'm down to check it out.
He has influence with how powerful he is as a slime. Realist Hero, he basically has to use his knowledge from our world. The only weapon he has that makes him overpowered is his knowledge of our world. And I think what's really interesting is that he uses psychological and philosophical learnings from our old world and applies it to the fantasy world. There's a lot of references to Machiavellianism. How the fuck do I pronounce this? Machiavellianism. Fuck, what is wrong with me? Machiavellianism. All right. I'm gonna get this right.
The amount of times he's tried is so fucking funny. Machiavellianism. Nope.
Machiavellianism. Okay, there we go.
Aniki, good job.
He uses a lot of lessons from, for example, Machiavelli.
No, that's tough, bro. That's
super
tough.
Fucking interesting. I think it does more than what Slime does. I mean, Slime does something different, but I think this one's more focused. So that's why I'm gonna put it up as A tier. So next we have Restaurant in Another World. I think this one's pretty
Never seen this one either.
in its
I'm saying.
appeal. If you just want
Like actually,
a
out of
nice,
this
comfy
list,
show,
there's not a
so
lot of
next
scenes though, and I haven't seen this. Is this? I think I've seen this. Haven't seen this. I guess we'll get there.
We have Restaurant in Another.
Slime over ReZero after Mushoku. That's different. That is definitely different.
Pretty simple in its appeal. If you just want a nice comfy show about people from other worlds just enjoying good food, then this is the show for you. I don't really have much to say about it. Sydney fucking loves Restaurant to Another World because she fucking loves food manga. To me, it's not really my kind of show. It's not really my kind of isekai. It's not bad. I don't really have much to say about it. Season 2, I watched an episode and it was exactly the same as season 1. It's a C tier. All right, Slime baby. I feel like people thought Slime season 1 was a good show. It was a good show, but not a great show. Slime season 1 fucking sped through the source material like nobody's business. I thought it was like an okay adaptation to the manga, which I much prefer the manga.
I wouldn't even collected the manga too.
A good show into a great show. The focus was less on how powerful Rimuru is, and it became more of this city building civilization type anime. Like I thought season 1 was just like, oh, Slime is this happy-go-lucky wholesome show. It's a wholesome show. That didn't fucking happen in season 2. It went down a more darker route and it explored more sides of Rimuru's character. It was just a step up in every way. I feel like they've done
that a little bit in season 1 as well, though.
And I highly recommend Slime season 2 to everyone who watched Slime season 1 and enjoyed it, but then had enough. I will say, I don't think it's on the same level as Mushoku Tensei.
Hell no, boy.
You know what? I'm going to make
another
row, and this row is called Worse Than Mushoku Tensei. All right,
that's crazy. That's crazy that he made. So Mushoku Tensei is the peak for him. Crazy. Aniki. That is crazy though. Aniki. What the fuck?
Am I still salty about the anime awards? Yes. Okay, it is not in the same tier. It is not in the same tier. You are not there yet, Slime. You are not there yet. I really fucking enjoyed you. You're not there standing with the greats, with the juggernauts just yet. Okay, that is the one anime award I'm giving out this year in the Gigguk Anime Awards. Slime season 2 wins the award for being worse than Mushoku Tensei. All right. Slime 300.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. This is when what was she like grinding a bunch? She was grinding a bunch of slimes, right, to get level up or something. And it's like very slice of life like. I watched the first few episodes. Like didn't she like son a dragon or some shit, or daughter a dragon or something? It was pretty cool. It was pretty nice. Maybe I'll throw in like B or something.
This is absolutely zero in common with that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It's a cute, comfy slice of life. It gets a C tier for me. Okay, next we got Slime
I never
Diaries.
Finished Slime Diaries.
I'll be honest, I didn't really see the appeal of Slime Diaries.
Yeah, same
I don't
here.
know who looked at Slime and was just like, I'm invested enough in these characters that I want a full spin-off. If Slime was in Isekai Quartet, I would prefer that. I think there's nothing more that screams C tier than me. I'm sorry, guys.
Valid.
So I'm a spider. So what? This
this shit ass. But Kumiko, goated. You know what I'm saying? Heavily carry. That show was trash. But Kumiko saves it a little bit. So C tier.
I've read the manga. I also watched the anime. The reason I read this manga, I saw the studio that was adapting the show and I thought, fuck, this is the same studio that adapted Berserk 2016 and 17. I'm reading the manga right now before I see what kind of shit show is produced. Having said that, they definitely learned from their mistakes from Berserk 2016 and 17 because the CG, I wouldn't say it's good. This is so much better compared to that. And also, I do think that the anime adaptation was better. And I have one reason for that. And that is Aoi Yuki. My fucking god.
Yes! Aoi Yuki's goated! Bro! That's why you invited to the cookout, and that's why I like you big bro, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like you big bro. That's why I like you big bro, man, you know what I'm saying? Much love, bro, much love, you know?
In the manga, because Aoi Yuki gave so much personality to the spider.
Facts.
She fucking brought her to life. The other thing that I would say was great about this isekai is that it is basically just a 20 episode long training arc of her getting overpowered, and I actually
but it really isn't, because like we cut to the much more boring characters until they, you know, get to the point where they're less boring, but overall still fucking boring. You know, the human characters and stuff, and it's annoying. Okay, it is indeed annoying.
It just was different enough where I had a good time with it. I think it's a very, very solid isekai.
They had
fucking solo
dedicated
I think it's a solid A tier. And I really
holy
hope that we get
fuck. You are indeed like indeed a isekai slut, Aniki. Like, what the hell? A tier? That this don't deserve A tier. Boy, this don't deserve A tier. B tier. I'm sticking on B tier just because Aoyuki, and I love Aoyuki. So, but A tier is ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous.
Season 2 of it, because I think it was a very.
He's
very
rating the manga. No, he's not. The nigga is clearly talking about the anime.
Different enough from your typical isekai formula. So this is, I believe, Spirit Chronicles. This gets a C tier for my boy Sea Dog. I'll be honest, I wasn't that.
Oh, for real? That's what's up.
This one was a very generic fantasy show. In any other world, I would give this a D tier. But for my boy, just for my boy, I'm gonna put it up to C tier.
Valid. That's very valid. What's I about to say? Oh, did you say he thinks Attack on Titan season 2 was slow? Is that what you said? You think bro Aniki said that? Big bro said that for real? Big bro said Attack on Titan season 2 was slow and he didn't like. Did he like it?
Or Sea Dog? A for ape? All right, this one is Standing on a Million Lives 2.
Never seen it. I don't think.
This one was pretty bad.
Pretty sure all of Trash Taste thought that.
It did one thing that like piqued a minuscule of my curiosity, and that is I appreciated the fact that they gave him a class that was not just like the generic OP classes. So for example, I remember one point he gets like the blacksmith class, which is like shit for combat. So he has to use this class to really make weapons that are OP for other characters to use, and I thought that that was like a minuscule amount of interest. Having said that, it's like a D tier for me, maybe even E tier. It's not as bad as Full Dive. I'll be generous and give it a D tier. So this next one, The Fruit of Evolution. This one was absolute shit.
I haven't seen that one either.
I don't even remember much about this. I remember like this is the one where the guy gets isekai'd with a bunch of girls in his classroom or something. I'm making you, bro. There's nothing to even say about this. It's F tier. This ain't even good trash. It is just trash. Let's see. We got
that one was beyond ass. For real.
I watched a few episodes. It seems alright. Just didn't really grab my interest. So I'm going to put it at C tier. It was okay. Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy. I remember watching the first episode of this and I actually skipped it. And then I went through like
fucking bad animation,
binge,
smelly ass MC.
Maybe I'll give this one a chance. This one was actually really fucking good. I was so fucking surprised. What I really liked about it is that it was self-aware, but that it didn't make the self-awareness a part of its own identity. I feel like it did enough to have like a pretty
like a lot of these I haven't seen, bro.
It's pretty funny as well. It doesn't do anything vastly different. What it does do different is distinct enough, and what it does do good makes it a very name of this. The world's finest assassin gets
I did see this first episode, I think, right?
Incarnated in another world as an aristocrat. I actually really fucking enjoyed this one. Out of all
a lot of people, I think a lot of people like this one, right?
It had some really gamer moments, but it also had some really interesting moments as well. There were moments when I believe like he gets like a slave or
people shit on Rudy, but not this guy. I did see somebody say that. I heard that he didn't do the same thing though. I heard it was very different though. But he basically pulled a Rudy. It's so generic. It's just another isekai harem, bro. What? That's not what I got from the first episode. What the fuck? That's not what I got from the first episode. What the hell? That's so crazy. It's along the same lines. Can I get some context, please? A little bit of context. I think Lerm was the one who said that it wasn't like that. I think. Did you watch it? I watched the first episode. Now the MC is like 60 years old, and What? 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 So like when you say that, was he like initiating some, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, or like was it like one of those scenes where like he like walks in and or on the bathroom scene or some shit, you know, accident or something. Same situation as Rudy, but he's like 20 years older than Rudy, but he's just not as pervy. It just happened. What the fuck does that mean? What was the scene like? No, they weren't naked for sexual purposes. So wait, so why were they? It honestly doesn't sound like Rudy at all. It doesn't sound like Rudy at all, bro. Like
there it is. But the parts
some weird
that
assassin
were, like,
training thing
were really enjoyable. I thought like it was a really cool concept to see someone who was actually skilled and overpowered in the old world and give him a mission to assassinate someone in a fantasy world. And I thought it was really interesting to basically see how he goes about breaking the systems presented in this fantasy world when you got stuff like magic and things like that as well. I just think it took a little bit too long to get going. There was this really weird thing with his fucking mother or something where like his mother basically told him that she wishes that he could still suckle on her nipples.
Oh, nigga, what? What did you just say? What did you just say, bro? What the hell?
I'm just like, what the fuck what is this? This isn't Mother Knows Breast, okay? This isn't the fucking MILF Isekai. I'm watching this guy try to become assassin. I'm not watching this Isekai to watch a fucking kid suckle on his mother's nipple again, okay? Where was this part in fucking John Wick? You know, there was a reason that this character arc wasn't in John Wick. Another thing I did like about it was I liked that they introduced this idea that the goddess actually transported multiple people to this fantasy world, and you get to see some of the stories of some of the different people that have been transported to this fantasy world that have been given the same mission and have completely fucking failed it. I think the good parts were really interesting, but I think it was tied down by some of the bad points as well. But to me, this is a B tier in terms of Isekai.
That's crazy.
It's a high B tier. There were enough things that put me off from it being an A tier. There was a lot of like trashy moments in it, but it was very much enjoyable trash. Next, we have, I think this is Banished Hero. Banished from the hero's party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. This is just a fantasy. Some Isekai.
That's a wild ass rating. It's crazy. It's a wild ass rating. That shit not solid.
These are so indistinguishable that I just forget that some fantasies are not isekai. To me, I thought this was a better version of Drugstore in Another World. This had a more interesting concept where I liked that it was from the hero's party who just wasn't strong enough to be part of the main party that was defeating the Demon Lord anymore. I liked it. The world is interesting. It just was a bit too slow for me. When I saw like the main duo, I was just like, can you guys just fuck already? Guys, can you just fuck?
Hanaki, relax.
Just stop teasing my balls. Just fucking fuck already, please. It is a slice of life. I'm not a massive fan of slice of life. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give this a C. I'm sure if you like slice of life and romance,
I seen the first couple episodes of the next one that showed up.
It just had an interesting
first few.
All right, combatants will be dispatched. So this was the show that I actually got to get a little sneak preview of. I got to go to the studio that made this. If you want to check that out, then if it's on YouTube,
that's what I'm saying. This is all 2021 Isekai / fantasy.
The thumbnail. Here's the thumbnail of the video. I'll be honest, I think I would have enjoyed this more if this came before Konosuba. It came from the same writer as Konosuba, but he actually wrote this before he wrote Konosuba. And I remember watching this and I remember reading the manga. It felt like some of the same ideas that were in Konosuba, but just they weren't as well developed. Like the comedy and the character interactions and the character chemistry in general, there were shades of the same chemistry you see in Konosuba, but it just wasn't as well developed. I kind of got bored with it for that reason. I remember thinking I'd rather be watching Konosuba right now. This is like a low B for me. It might even be C. I feel like I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and put it low B because I'm seeing some of these other shows in C tier and I'm like, it's better that these shows, not that much better, but it's a low B. Suppose a kid from the last Dungeon Boonies something. I don't remember the fucking name of this. Here's the problem with shows like this. Clearly made as a satire of power fantasy anime. Because
wait, is this? Okay, I don't know this one either. Okay.
Boonies, something something. I don't remember the fucking name of this.
Damn, y'all out here in the
like
chat,
this.
you know,
Clearly
must be
made
some isekai
as
sluts as well. Y'all out here
power fantasy.
got some opinions on this
The
shit.
concept of this is that you have a kid that basically grew up in a town that was next to like the final dungeon of this world, and he decides to move to the starter town. Now, in this endgame area, he's actually pretty weak, but compared to everyone in the starter town, he finds out that he's strong as fuck. It's less about showing his overpowered protagonist, and it's more about making fun of overpowered protagonist. Having said that, I don't think it's boring after like
Is that redo of Healer?
I didn't even think that.
I know you a degenerate, Aniki, but Jesus, I didn't think you stooped that low.
The episodes that I did show was that funny in the first place. I'm gonna give it a D tier. Redo.
Oh no, that nigga clapped his hands like he was excited. Aniki, please don't make me take your plate. Don't make me take your plate. Aniki, what the fuck?
Of Healer. Okay, people are like S. Guys, stop being horny for a second.
Not even horny, that's just straight sick.
This ain't S tier. Are we talking S for sus here? Let's think. We're here to think with our minds. I'm gonna make a fucking U tier just for this. This belongs in the H tier, okay? You know why? You know fucking why it belongs in the H tier. Get that S tier shit out of here. I'm about to come in with a pretty hot take. I don't know if it's hot or cold or lukewarm. I actually think Redo was pretty fucking shit. Here's the fucking reason. I know all you horny motherfuckers want to put it in S tier. Bruh, there are better hentai you can jack off to. You think I'd rather watch...
There has to be. It literally has to be. It's literally, honestly, anything else. Anything else. Y'all go ahead and do anything else.
Over fucking rants? Over Isekai Harem Monogatari? Come on, did an S tier. Bruh, there are better hentai you can jack off to. You think I'd rather watch Redo over fucking rant?
Y'all know I don't watch this shit, right? Is that a child?
Over Isekai Harem Monogatari? Come on, guys. I would prefer if actually Redo was like a full-on hentai, because the sex scenes in Redo, I'm gonna say, they weren't that great. The sex scenes in
he
Redo
going crazy,
are
bro.
A warm-up for actual hentai.
Oh, he going crazy.
If we are going to judge Redo for the plot, are you fucking kidding me? The plot of Redo was just bad. It was just bad, okay? It was bad.
I give Sunny Boy a B. I ain't finished it. How many episodes we get? 7? 7 in a Sunny Boy?
Bad. It was so bad.
I get like a high B or something.
Wasn't even offended. For Twitter to be offended, there needs to be enough people actually trying to defend the substance behind the show. No one watching Redo was actually trying to defend the substance behind the plot here. We all know it was a shit
Sunny
plot.
Boy might need rewatch. That's valid.
But we don't actually give a shit
That's
about
valid.
the plot about Redo. And let's give an extra few minutes to the sex scenes in Redos. If you did that, easy S tier. But as it stands, Redo is a worse version than most hentai and is a worse plot than most fantasy anime. Redo is foreplay the anime. Why is it foreplay the anime? Because it's foreplay for the hentai you're actually going to read or watch. That is Redo of a Healer in a nutshell. You don't stop at the foreplay, you're not going to stop at Redo of Healer. And that is where I'm going to end it. Sunny Boy. So this one is actually a bit of a curveball here. Because is it your traditional isekai? Nope. Is it an isekai? Fucking definitely, okay? As you know, it was one of my favorite anime of the year. I think it was number 10. I still do not know where to place this show because I think I enjoyed it, but what the hell? You watched the full thing. I ain't even watched it. What the hell is that supposed to mean, Aniki? What the hell? At the same time, I'm not sure what I watched. It's one of those shows.
Oh, Faraway Paladin. I seen the first episode of that.
I'm going to need to let.
I think that shit was gonna be bad.
It's one of my favorite shows, but I'm still gonna put it at. You know what? I'm gonna put it as worse than Mushoku 10.
You know, maybe that is valid because I think I enjoyed Sunny Boy more than everything else under here. so maybe that is valid. But then again, everything else under here is like actually ass though. So like,
because it is worse than Mushoku Tensei. That's all I know about this show. But I do think
like, look. I think I enjoyed Sunny Boy like more than everything in here. So valid.
To show that if you're in the mood for something a bit more deep, a bit more philosophical, then you should give Sunny Boy a shot. Far Away Paladin.
That's your
I
ass.
had such high hopes for this one because I watched the first episode. It was very obvious that the
Or did we watch 2
writer
episodes?
was
don't
influenced
remember.
by Mushoku Tensei. They've really put the time in to actually
That's facts.
develop the world and develop the characters. This is one show where I would have put it at A tier, but I don't think the anime adaptation was that good. I much preferred the manga. Like the fight scenes, I think were not good at all in Faraway Paladin. I think you'd have a better time reading the manga than you would watching the anime. So this
Is that
goes
Arcane
in
I just saw?
B tier. If it was
Hey, if you don't make another tier in Arcane,
the manga, it would be A tier. Let me see. This is the hidden dungeon only I can enter. This is pretty damn fucking shit from what I remember. I didn't watch more than 3 episodes because it was pretty damn boring. The only thing I remember about this show was this guy made out with was it his sister or his childhood friend? I don't fucking remember. Has like incest just taken over my mind that I just assume that everyone from someone's childhood is their sister? It's his friends? Okay.
what
Okay.
the hell,
Ignore what I just said.
nigga? What the
Guys,
hell?
it was always a childhood friend. I didn't mention incest at all. Shut the fuck up. Alan cut that out. Alan cut that out. So he makes out with his childhood friends. And I remember how he makes out with his childhood friend is this girl has a fucking migraine and he's just like, hey bruh, you know what if we just fucking kiss and I'll get rid of your fucking migraine? And I'm just like, who would fucking fall for this? Who would fall for this? And the girl falls for it. The girl falls for it. Like, you think this shit would work in real life? No. Aside
He
from
loves domestic girlfriend. I think he did make it, but he did say it was like trash, I think, at the end, but he just loves it for being trash at the end or something like that.
that, I don't remember
Nigga said W Riz.
anything else. This is like E tier, I guess. This is
Arcane.
E tier. And then finally,
If
we
you
got
shit on Arcane right now, bro, I lost all hope for you.
Arcane.
I don't know why it's here, but it's here. So hey,
Arcane an anime? Is it an isekai? Is it a fantasy? I don't know. It is a fantasy. I just wanted to talk about Arcane
arigato, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because I haven't had a chance to talk about it since my video about it. Okay, this is my fucking list. Of course, you know it's fucking S tier. The reason I wanted to
let's
put
fucking
Arcane
go.
on this list was just so I can like gush about it a bit more. I was actually going to make like a follow-up video on Arcane, but I didn't think I had enough to say about it to warrant its own video. So that's why we have a stream. You guys are gonna sit here and listen to me fucking gush about Arcane.
Let's go. I'm with
What I
it.
wanted to say
Love to hear
about
talk
it was,
Arcane.
I had this realization because when I made my video about Arcane, it was just as the show finished airing. So I try not to let the hype really cloud my judgment because I know recency bias is going to be a thing. So I knew I needed to wait like a short while for it to actually sink in. For
I
me
watched
to
it
actually,
twice.
like, properly form my opinion.
I'm down to
Arcane
watch it a
was
third
good,
time too.
But I didn't know how good Arcane was. And I've watched it twice. I've watched it more than once now. I've let it sink in. And I think that I am now comfortable saying that I think it's a masterpiece. I'm saying that. I think season 1
And it's better than Mushoku. I don't know why you have it behind Mushoku. It's some fucking bullshit. It's better than Mushoku.
of League of Legends Arcane is a masterpiece. I don't want to like throw that word out cheaply, but I think Arcane deserves it. I've tried to
Perfect
like, really
season
think
1.
about
A
it,
legit
and
perfect
there
season
are
1.
So many things.
No, it's
that
not.
This show
Nigga, yes it
does
is.
amazing.
Yes it is. Fuck, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? I said it is, so it is. Is it better than Reason or no?
I wanted to make a video on the Echo versus Jinx fight. I've rewatched that one fucking scene more times than I care to count, and it just gets better every fucking time I watch it. I think that is actually the perfect scene in terms of animation, storytelling,
Creativity. Like what? That shit was oof. Design, oof.
just general coolness and music. My fucking god, that is just like a god tier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna allow you to say some shit like that. You're not about to sit in my stream talking about some Overlord is better than Arcane, especially you're not gonna say Mushoku. I damn sure want to take Overlord. You gotta sit this one out. Silence.
Tier scene. And the reason I didn't make a video on it is because the video would just be me explaining the scene. But the problem is the scene does such a good job at conveying what it needs to explain that I would just be doing a disservice by explaining what the scene is already doing to the viewer. But I will give you a fucking cliff notes of what I wanted to say anyway. We all know how badass the music is and how badass,
like, bro, look at the creative choice.
That really speaks
like,
for itself.
It really pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching with my brother and he was watching this scene, he was like, bro, what the fuck am I watching? And he didn't like it. I almost had to slap that nigga. Like, I don't know. I almost turned to my right and I almost had to slap him because, like, why are you shitting on this perfected scene? Like, this perfect scene. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, that's exchange between them. It establishes that these two obviously were good friends,
are really close,
and Echo uses that knowledge from his game to beat Jinx in this fight. It does this through just like subtle facial expressions. This shot where Echo like fucking exhales. There's so much going on in just these few seconds. You see the emotional journey he goes on, where he starts off being disappointed, and then
I'm about to show my mom Arcane. I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna have to watch it.
You see Jinx going from surprise to just be like, all right, let's do this. It conveys this so well without having me to explain it. Obviously, I'm explaining it now and I'm ruining the scene, but you garner that without them saying anything. I think it's just like such a masterclass in storytelling that you're able to garner their entire relationship just through shit like this. This is my single favorite scene from 2021. I fucking also love this transition where they just transition to kids again.
It's just so fucking cool, bro. It's so cool, dog.
I'm not gonna go through a full-on fucking map breakdown of the scene. It's fucking incredible. If you haven't watched Arcane, go watch Arcane. It is a masterpiece. I'm comfortable in saying that now.
So, Aniki, this is your completed Isekai tier list. I know Isekai for the tiers, it's curved, you know. You gotta curve, like, you know, like you gotta do something with it, right? It's by Isekai standards, you know. I think everything literally above A are only shows that you can like literally compare to everything else in the entirety of anime. I think everything below that, A and below, it's literally its own fucking creation. Them hoes just, them joints is just irrelevant. You just don't bring them up in the same sentence or anything next to other anime. Everything else, you can like mention it up there. You know what I'm saying? Because if this was like an anime tier list, all those shits would be way lower. You know, they would be way lower tiers. You know, that's why I'm just gonna let you get. I'm gonna give you the pass, Aniki. I was very close. You know, you had Redo Healer on there. You scared me for a second. You threw Spider in A tier. That was probably like the biggest thing, you know, I have to say. I'm not even gonna say anything about Mushoku. You know, Mushoku, hey, it's whatever. You know, at least you hate Rudy. That's all I can hope for. Yes, we hate them together. Let's go. So gotta give you the pass. You can keep your plate from the cookout.